Hello, Wayfarer back here with more Satisfactory. I got the coal and water thing figured out, and now my coal burners are running effectively. So, I'll show you what I did. In our last episode, I showed you how I had gotten things working, but we had intermittent power, like the burners would go on and then off. On, off, on, off. Now everything's running smoothly. I don't, I'm trying to get my assembly line to fill up containers, and the screws weren't getting filled up, so I'm running things half-ended now so that I can fill up all these containers, and then I'll run the second half. But here's one burner for the this is really just for the copper and concrete production, making all the items there. I added a second level, although that really doesn't have anything to do with the meaning of this episode. I just wanted to make sure that I could bring things up from the splitters to another assembly line in preparation for the future. So I just did that. Here's the water line. And so you can see here, it's full. And it's all the way back here after a couple of splits. There's one split here where it feeds this burner. And then, of course, it goes to that one. So that's one junction. And obviously this is before that split, so there should be good water pressure here, filled up. And now here's the first split. So that one I showed you first, there was two splits before that. And you see we're all filled up going down that way, where I have actually 3 different burners, I believe. Yeah, there's one over there doing the copper and the concrete. Oh, there's one there doing the second half of the assembly line. And then I have one here that's for powering the coal mining, and it's also powering the water extraction and pumps, which I'll show you is the key. Having these 2-meter tall blocks here allows me to jump up and down and get over the pipes. It doesn't interrupt their flow at all. And so that's why I put them in. It just makes it more convenient. I can walk around because you can't just jump over the pipes like his. Can't jump over it. So I needed to put those in to make it convenient for running things. So you see it's all full there, and so yeah, it's all working good now. But I'll show you what I did in order to accomplish this. So yeah, I have one burner that's powering the whole system. Well, not the whole system. What I'm saying is it's powering the extraction of coal and water. So that's basically what's keeping everything, my automated power online. I no longer need to forage for leaves and flowers and things like that. Well, I'll still need to do that a little bit because there's some items that you make out of biomass and alien DNA and things like that. Alien protein to make DNA. It's weird, but that's in the MAM, the molecular analysis machine, which I showed a few episodes back. I'm going to be progressing in that tree coming up a bit more. We'll have to go out and do some exploring, but right now it's been all about this, getting this power online. Because now it's just kind of like endless power because, unlike real life, the coal mine doesn't get expended. and the water doesn't get expended. But this was the true answer to my situation. Here, let's put on the flashlight. There we go. 2 water extractors. Here's one of the pumps. I put in the blocks, the 2-meter blocks, just to be able to jump over them. Getting kind of loud here. But basically I have 2 water extractors and 2 pumps. I have 1 pole over here to feed these 2. 1 pole over here to feed these 2. And what I need to do is, if I rearrange pipes and stuff in order to get the water going again, I jump start it with the burner. It may look like it's running, but it actually isn't. So the biomass burner will start it up, but I gotta cut this cable here and start up 1 water pump and extractor, because this can only power that. It can't power all 4 of these units here. So I gotta just power half of it to get it going, and then once the that gets the water to the coal burner and the coal burner runs, then we're good. And I can disconnect this, turn it off, and then connect this cable so the coal burner is capable of powering all 4. And so this is what's getting me enough water to keep the pressure in the pipes strong enough. Now what? Oh, yeah, let's go the other way. I was thinking of going through and putting in the 2-meter blocks, or foundations as they're technically called, throughout the run, but I don't really need to, because as long as I'm on this side, I don't need to jump over there. I have the power lines on this side so I can access all the things I would need to rearrange. But what I was thinking, since we've had this would just be a short video otherwise. I'm not intending on making it a long video, but I was thinking maybe I'd play with the water buffer, or fluid buffer I think it's called. It's basically a tank, and I'm thinking I might be able to go without the biomass burner for jump starts if I had the fluid buffer next to my main burner here that's powering the system. Because then if I disconnect pipes, basically what would happen is there should be enough water in that buffer for when I turn it back on. In other words, what I would do, what I'm planning on doing, and I'm going to try it now, we'll see, taking a risk, may not work, but I think that's exactly what they're intended for. But basically right here I put in a buffer, and then anytime I want to rearrange piping and stuff like that, I could turn this off so it's not pulling in fluid from the buffer, but the buffer would be like a tank holding the water, so that when I came back and turned this back on, there would be water to get it started again. Because that's the main problem. I mean, because if you stop the system, there's going to be some coal left in this, as you see, to get things started. So it'll be able to start operating. What I needed the burner for right now, the biomass burner, is so that I could jump start it. In other words, get some water out here so that this would turn on. But I'm thinking I might be able to dispense with that if I put in a buffer. So let's see what a buffer needs. It's under this organization thing because it's technically storage. Oh, okay, I have enough mats to make it. Good. But it ain't gonna go there. Let's see. Over here looks like there's room. Now when I cut this pipe, the power's gonna go down. Let me turn this thing off just so we do it officially. Here we go. Now power's off. Water shouldn't be pumped anymore. Now I should see this pressure start to go down. But the whole idea is like when I rearrange things and stuff like that, and I try to do stuff with the pipes, we lose the pressure. So I think I didn't see the water disappear there, but now that I did that, well, I'm not seeing water go down. But it will probably drain because the other burners are going to take it out, I believe. But let's try this. Let's just try this, because I would like to make sure I have something that I can confidently do things with the pipes. Now that's looking like that may be the orange side, so that's input. Well, to be honest with you, this, I don't know which side's input. Well, there's an easy way to find out. Just put it down. Alright, that's... Oh, it looks the same on both sides. I guess there isn't technically an input and an output. Well, let's see. Can I hook this pipe up to there? Yep. Now, can I take this pipe? Because anytime I was rearranging things, it was always a pain to have to use the biomass burner to jump start things again. Let me see here. It's starting. Maybe it's because there was enough fluid in the pipes and I didn't disrupt it long enough to interrupt. But let's check this anyway. Okay. It's filling up, so this might give me a little bit of backup, and I could take out that biomass burner. Oh, wait a minute. It went up a bit, now it went down a bit. It's going up again. Alright, fluid's going up here. Yeah, it looks like it just may take a little bit of time because it looks like the fluid is returning to the pipes. Yeah, I was able to turn it back on because I was quick about it, and there was still enough water in the pipes to keep things going so that the burner would start. But as you see, it had gone down, and now it's working its way back up again. Alright, so that's the pipe. Now the buffer, let's see here. It's full over here. I guess we're not getting enough to really fill up the tank. No, it doesn't look like it. So, or maybe over time it will, but it's really gradual. It looks like it is getting higher than it was originally. So yeah, that may fill up. But what my thinking is if I turn this off, and I'm going to do some stuff with pipes. Let's try this right now. I'm going to turn it off. So now the pumps aren't operating anymore. Let's check here. This water pressure should start going down. Because the other generators, the other coal burners are running. But no, it's not. It's not going down. And this doesn't seem to be going down. Although it looks like gradually it might be. Yeah, look at these numbers here. It is going down. Maybe pressure's not going down because I didn't disconnect the pipe. Oh, now it is starting to go down. So let's see here. As the water goes down here, will it stay here? Doesn't look like it's staying. No, it looks like this is not going to be something that will... Well, wait a minute. Here, we still have full pressure. But it seems to be coming down here. I think what this does... is it probably just buys you a little bit of time. So you can rearrange your pipes. You know, I mean, it doesn't need any power or anything, so I'm going to just leave it in. But let's turn this back on. Alright. Basically, it buys you some time, I guess, to rearrange pipes if you need to. Although, the main thing I'll need to then take into consideration is if I add another burner. Because I know we're going to be getting the steel soon, and then I'll have another assembly line that I'm going to probably put up top there. And then I may want to have another burner going. Because look at this. This is going, you know, it's basically... It looks like it's, you know, pretty much close to the top of what it can handle. And that body of water won't allow me to put another pump in. I'm going to leave the biomass burner out there. There's no real need to take it down. Just in case I need it for a jump start. But that buffer maybe will help whenever I'm disconnecting or rearranging pipes, because I do want the place to look fairly good. You know, let's see here. The 2-meter ones are the ones that seem to work out best for doing this, because you can jump up on them. The 4-meter ones, 4-meter foundations, you can't jump up on. So I'm going to put in a few here so that I mean, I don't want to get trapped. You know, you want to be able to jump over your pipes. Okay. That took care of that length. So yeah, I have 4 burners operating, and as you see, the water supply to them is good. Some things have stopped here just because I'm waiting for the screws to catch up. But in any case, that's the answer. It looks like, you know, if you want to do 4 burners, you want to have 2 extractors and 2 pumps. And I placed those pumps, if you remember when I was out there, don't want to walk out there again. Good, my screws are building up. So I can go AFK and let this run and let my storage containers all fill up and then move on. So anyway, if you remember out there, I had the pumps kind of low. I tried it where I put the pumps up higher after the incline, but it looks like it's best before the incline. So you want your pumps. So far I just needed 1 for each extractor. Put it right after the extractor before the rise to wherever height you're going to have your pipes at. Now if you have other rises, you might need another pump. I unlocked the next milestone, so it looks like in my next video what I'm going to work on is a tractor in the tractor station. And it said in the announcement, you're being encouraged to work on establishing outposts. So, tractors, so I'll explore those materials when I can. I cleaned up my organization here. I got rid of the slope down to the limestone. Basically, this is my main access to ground level right here, because I think I'm going to use this miner for the steel production. So that one's dedicated to all the iron stuff that I have so far, and I'll use this second iron ore resource to power the assembly line up there. So when that comes up in my tree of things to do, I'll have a whole workspace here. And I left holes so that I could take things from the splitters in case I need any of these components to go up there. Everywhere I have a splitter, I basically have access points for rods, plates, screws, and then access points for the reinforced plates and the the rotors, and then back here access points for the smart plating and the modular frame. So basically everything I'm producing, I have access points that I can bring it up to the second level to continue assembly if these components are required. So I'm just, future proofing basically. Might want to check what's up there at some point, but I'll leave that until I unlock further with the power shards. I'm not even at the point now where I can I already have some power shards that you saw from previous episodes, but this is the area where you would apply them. That hasn't been unlocked yet. So basically, next time I'll show the tractor and tractor station what I found with it, and I'll move along with the tiers. Basically, there'll be a third tier to complete. No, there's 4 tiers in this. There's 4 milestones in this tier. I'm in tier 3. But let's just look ahead here a little bit. We got the foundry. Okay, here's the steel production. Steel pipes and all this. So there's a foundry for steel production, and then you can make these steel items. I already got the space to do that, and a spare, miner for that. Now, will I need another coal burner? I gotta see. I don't want to take the main one that's powering the coal and the water extraction offline. I want to keep it dedicated to what it's doing. But let me see, in my assembly line here, I have these burners powering the front end and the back end. So we're at 100% efficiency for the burner. It does 75 megawatts. I don't know how much is being taken up, but it looks like about a little under half. So that might be able to power a little bit more. We'll see how much the foundry takes. And that whole second assembly line. About this one, this is the second half. Well, no, this one will be filled up because I have 2 of the assemblers offline right now. When these go back online, that fills it up. I think you could technically have 5 assemblers on it, but for that whole new assembly line, I'll probably be needing a new coal burner. So what I would do is, the pipes are filling up right now, so hopefully adding one more would do it. But basically what I could do is take this and run it over to here and just have another burner here. And then what I could do is just have this one do this one's duty and use that one just for organizational sake. Just have that one power the upper level. Of course, you see as you go. You get more things, you add more things, you need more power. And I'll let you know as time goes on what I need to do in order to take that on. Well, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, drop a comment. Please help the series out any way you can. I've been enjoying myself, and I hope you've been enjoying the videos. But yeah, I could certainly use a little help in getting the channel going. It's been a fun ride so far, and I want to keep going. Let me get a good picture, if I can, for this episode. There we go. Let's get the claw out. Yeah, incidentally, I still didn't get like a second hand slot back. It must have been that death. I didn't get any comments on it telling me what the problem might have been. So, I don't know. It might have been that death when I got myself stuck and succumbed to poisonous gas. Here, I want to get this centered. There we go. Alright, thanks for joining me. Peace out. Take care and stay free.